Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Just wanted to make a little video here between doing things. It's been quite a busy day today already. Been to the gym, got my son, loaded up the dehydrator. Can't think of what I'm trying to say. And then as soon as I do this video, I've got to go run a few errands. So some days I actually hustle and bustle a little bit, but still there's plenty of free time and plenty of relaxing time in there. But anyhow, in a couple of months, in a few months, we're going to see all the beach programs come out. They come out every year, and they're going to be time sensitive. They're going to be like for the people, like, you know, us humans, we're funny people. We procrastinate everything. We wait till the last minute. So I imagine they're going to come out about springtime, and, you know, it's going to be like, get Beachbody ready in 6 weeks or something, or a 30-day challenge or a 60-day challenge. And then it's going to be about, probably most of them will be about doing some radical things to drop some quick weight, and in the end it's usually a lot of water weight and bluster. But what I was thinking was I was thinking about this topic this morning, is if someone were to start now, and yeah, some people will go to the beach over spring break, but even where I'm from in the deep south, when we had spring break, it was hit or miss. It's not the warmest, always the warmest weather. So what I'm talking about beach season, getting ready for that beach weather, is let's shoot for that Memorial Day, more or less, you know, around the 1st of June. That gives us February, March, April, and May. Don't need to do anything radical to get ready for the beach, starting with 4 months. Just wanted to throw a couple of numbers out there. Now, if you've got weight to lose, nice steady lose. If you were to average losing, and this isn't a lot, but this is a good rate, if you were to average losing 2 pounds of weight a week until Memorial Day, more or less, and I'm guesstimating months instead of weeks and blah, 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 but more or less, that would be about 8 pounds a month, would be 32 pounds by Memorial Day. Now, 32 pounds, that's a nice chunk of weight right there. And the one thing that I'm saying, you know, at a rate like that, is it tends to be, you know, more likely it tends to be fat, weight you need to get rid of. Losing at that rate, you tend to be a little bit more tighter, a little bit more toned when you get there than, say, dropping a huge amount of weight in a short amount of time. Although, you know, sometimes for health reasons or whatever, or even in the beginning, like a lot of times in the beginning when we go on a new program, our body, you know, does drop more in the beginning. But just for, you know, just for the sake of conversation of this video, let's say that you dropped at a steady rate, just kind of steady, it goes the course, 2 pounds a week. That's 32 pounds you will have lost when you step onto that beach in that bikini and the trunks and whatever you're going to be stepping out there in. And now, like I say, let me say this too. I'm saying this for the people because everybody gets like that. So I don't want to hear, you know, well, everybody's beach ready. I agree 100%. Everybody's beach ready. When I go down to the beach down here, I see people of all shapes and sizes playing and having a great time. They don't quite have the same body image issues down here. You'll see someone that maybe has a little bit more size on them, and they're out there on the beach, they're in a bathing suit, they're jumping in and out of the water, and they're playing with their kids. That's great. So what I'm saying, you know, so I will say that no matter what, you know, what size, shape, whatever you're dealing with, go to the beach and have fun. Express yourself, you know. But there are going to be those people, I mean, I'm always talking about do it for the health, but there are the people that it's just human nature that are focusing on that. They want to look better when they step out on the beach this year, and there's nothing wrong with that. If, you know, make sure you're staying healthy. Don't do crazy things. Don't do any sacrifice whatsoever just to get some sort of what you consider an optimal body. But, you know, just doesn't hurt the self-esteem to, you know, be proud, know you're looking good when you walk out on that beach come Memorial Day weekend. So, you start right now. You could lose 32 pounds by then. You could lose 32 pounds easily. That's not, like I say, you know, that's a steady rate. That's not doing anything drastic. You're not killing yourself. You're staying healthy. Now, I'm basically saying on this raw vegan lifestyle, you probably could lose that 32 pounds without even doing any exercise. I can drop weight. I mean, I know my body looks different and I'm not as tight or as toned, but I can lose. I mean, the food does it pretty much for me, but Now, if you started doing some exercise, let's say you started losing some weight right now, if that's what you need to do, and you also started doing exercise, you're going to have, there's a lot you can do in 4 months. You lose that 32 pounds, and there's a lot of toning and tightening that you can do between now and then. So, I know sometimes messages like they'll fall on deaf ears, or people will get excited about them. And I've always thought long term. I don't know why, for a long time. It even goes back to one time when I'd kind of gone broke and I started building myself back up with some money after I got a job, just little by little by little. I've always had the patience for that. For the longest time now, I've had that patience to see that, okay, you're not seeing, when you're moving slowly like that and you're moving smartly, with weight loss and your fitness program, you're not seeing, I know it gets exciting sometimes. You see these things, you see testimonials, you see people out there that have dropped, they've dropped 25 pounds in a month, or they did, some drastic things. And, for some people that's going to happen. But steady wins the race. It's a boring message. It's not a sexy message, but steady wins the race. If you keep after something, you're going to get there. It's like these people, who I admire when you see these triathlons and these marathons? I admire that last son of a bitch that drags themselves over the finish line 3, 4, 5, 6 hours after the winners have crossed, sometimes even longer than that with these long races. I admire that guy because he just, he got there. He got there. It may have taken him, how much longer than the elites, but he got there. And it's the same way with our health, with our bodies, with what's related to how our bodies look, how our bodies feel. If we will just get up every day and put in the work for that day, not look so far into the future. Don't think like, okay, hey, what am I going to look like in April or May? Hey, what is this going to be like? Hey, how am I going to get here? Wake up this morning, wake up tomorrow morning, and just simply do the work for this day. Be involved in this day. Don't, that's as simple as it is, and that's all life is. It's just a progression. It's like doing the best we can this day, giving our full to this day. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't do, we do plan things, but don't overly focus on tomorrow. Take care of today. And if we do that, I guarantee you, there's no doubt in my mind, if you took these words to heart right now, and you started on whatever you're doing, whether it's raw vegan, high carb vegan, raw to 4, whatever, and you had yourself a plan and you stuck to that plan with your food and with exercise, there's no way depending on how you set your goal and depending on how we define success and failure. In my book, if you did that and you started today, you will be a success. Come Memorial Day, or come the beginning of beach season, whenever you want to deem that. Let's just say 4 months out. You will be ready. You will have gotten a lot of the result. You will have gotten probably the results that you set out for. I would say that 32 pounds is not very unrealistic whatsoever. And it could be, now if you've got a larger frame, if you've got a lot more weight to lose, I still don't do anything drastic, but when you have a lot of weight to lose, some of it may come off at a more rapid rate, especially in the beginning. So you could even end up losing more between now and then. I would say, even without killing yourself, and don't do that. Don't restrict. Don't do any crazy stuff. Stay healthy with this. But even losing 50 pounds in that amount of time is not that huge. It's not outrageous or anything. So anyhow, just something to think about. This isn't a method video to tell you like, okay, do this, eat like this, whatever. It's just kind of like that little making you aware. Beach season's coming. And you know what? Hey, there'll be some out there that might say, well, I'm not vain. I'm not worried about what I look like on the beach. Okay, just always have goals. Always be working towards something. You could then in that same 4-month period, you could increase your health incredibly too. The health benefits. They all kind of go hand in hand. When we start getting healthy, you're gonna look. You're gonna lose the weight. You're gonna probably be more athletic looking, or at least just more, more fit looking. But it's always health. It always goes back to health as the number one thing. But if people want to look good in their bathing suit when they go to the beach, no harm, no foul. Just make sure you don't just look good, and you're not healthy. Look good when you go to the beach this summer, and be healthy when you go to the beach, and have people not even so much looking like, ooh, there's a hottie right there, but like, let them see your glow. Let them see that high carb vegan glow. Anyhow, hope you guys like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel, and I hope you're having a wonderful week. One more day to the weekend. Oh, and I'm going back to my market this weekend in San Jose. I'm happy, happy, happy. Peace.